What's up, everybody? This is What the Football, and what a week and weekend we have just had. Arsenal versus Manchester United. What a game. What a game. Also, it's a hat trick of hat tricks. So, Saturday was hat trick day, and we're going to be talking about all of that on this episode. The Premier League table is not looking like what it should. United and Chelsea in the bottom half. But stay tuned. This is What the Football. I forgot to say we were going to do that. So, Andrew, Arsenal versus Manchester United. You're so happy, bro. You can't even hide your smile.
I just can't stop thinking, man.
Yeah?
That Jesus finish at the end just was
what a goal.
the cherry on top.
What a goal. What a goal. So, first off, what are your thoughts on the game?
Man, I think so. First off, I have to say this. I feel like when the game started, you could sense that I felt like both teams have somewhat matured
Okay.
in their way of um approaching a game.
Okay.
So I think last year both teams were very, they were very quick to go to attack.
Okay.
You'd be vulnerable at the back.
Yeah.
And so there seemed to be some sort of a game plan for both teams. I felt
Okay.
like that, like they wanted to see how much possession they can have
Okay.
and then play from there. Yeah, there's a bunch of questions. I know you have a bunch of questions, and I do too. But man, at the end of the day, as for an Arsenal fan, your weekend
Yeah.
doesn't get any better than this. You win 3-1 against United at home.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just
Wait,
um,
Fred. On a scale of 1 to 10, how happy are you?
Oh man, 20. Actually, I can tell you
Yeah?
tell you how happy I am.
Okay.
41. That's how happy I am. That's how
Dex.
happy I am. Oh
Dex. I see what you're doing, Dex.
man,
That's all right.
Declan
That's all right.
Rice's first goal for Arsenal,
Yeah.
at home against United.
Yeah.
It doesn't get any better than that. And I mean, this is not a player who's low on confidence.
Okay.
This is a player who is, in the words of the boss, he has been bossing the midfield.
Okay.
And I felt like he had really good moments in this game as well.
Okay.
But man, like what a way to score your first goal and
Bruh.
pretty much kind of get the one that sealed the deal for us. Well,
Bruh.
actually, Jesus sealed the deal. But
yeah.
yeah.
Good for you guys, but that goal kind of pissed me off.
Yeah.
That's the funny thing. The goal kind of pissed me off. And I'm not even a United supporter. I'm like,
Yes.
Manchester United. Like, why? Why, bro? Look at. So it's a corner kick.
Yes.
The ball gets, I think it ricochets off somebody.
Yes.
It gets to Rice. Rice has enough time to control the ball
Yes.
in the United penalty box, and nobody is closing him down.
Yes.
And I'm like, what? Why? Do they think like he's not going to do anything with the ball or something?
They thought he was probably just gonna
You have a crowded
pass
penalty
it away or
box.
something. Yeah.
The guy has the ball. He has the time
Yes.
to control the ball.
Yeah.
Nobody closes him down. And he
Yeah.
takes the shot. And I'm like, this is just sad, bro.
Yeah.
Well, good stuff to Arsenal.
Yeah.
Happy for you guys.
It's,
You won. I actually wanted the game to be a draw.
Oh, I know.
Which
I
I
know
said
very
last
well.
week in the podcast
I know
that I
very
wanted
well.
Brighton to win. They did.
They did.
And I
yes,
wanted you
that's
guys
true.
to draw. But
Which we didn't.
Manchester United.
That's slowly becoming a banter thing.
I
To
don't
just
know.
say
I guess so.
Manchester United.
Just say Manchester United, bro. Like, seriously, why would you give that guy so much time in the box? So much time. Close him down.
Well,
Throw
but-
yourself out the shot. Do anything. Like, the guy's going to take a shot. Like, fly, just slide, block it, do anything.
well, you said before that when Martinez went off
Yeah.
and Harry Maguire came
Come
on,
don't do this to me.
because we were, you said this is it. Did you or did you not say that?
I did. I did. Well, so I felt Martinez was United's best defender on the day.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, let me not say best. I think between himself and Wan-Bissaka kind of was. In fact, I think even Dallo had a good game. Diego Dallo also had a good game. I think of
Yeah.
the 4 United defenders, I'll say Lindelof was, I think, the one on the lowest as regards form and play. But I think Martinez had a good game. His flick just to get the ball away from Eddie when Havertz missed that. That was good. Then he was throwing himself into tackles and stuff. And he's about to be substituted. And, bro, it's Harry Maguire. And I'm like, Arsenal have this now. I'm like, Arsenal now, right now, that's like, Arsenal are just going to win this. But, yeah, I feel sad for that second goal. Nothing against Dex. I think he should get a goal and all. But I just feel like make him work for it. Don't make it so easy for him.
Sure, yeah.
Don't make it so easy for him. If he has all that time to control the ball and still play it in, he might as well just walk the ball into the net.
Right. But the thing is, like in these kind of games, sometimes these moments happen. You can't switch off. This
you shouldn't.
These are the kind of games where you can't switch off like it's over.
You get
punished. That's how we got our that's how United scored their first goal.
You switch off, you get punished.
We switched off. They scored.
Off, you get punished.
Right?
United's first goal was a good goal also.
Sure.
I think the pass from Ericsson was beautiful. To go in between the two defenders, that was a beautiful pass. But in the end, Arsenal have the 3 points.
We have 3 points, man.
Arsenal have the 3 points. But it was a great game.
Weekend.
So much stuff to talk about in the game.
Oh, yeah.
It's a good weekend for you. Emphasize that. It's a good weekend for you. For me, it wasn't a very good weekend. But let's not talk about that.
Okay. We'll let that slide.
Yeah.
If you know, you know.
Keep it on the low. Keep it on the low. Everybody, just keep it on the low.
But hey, on the one hand, I have to thank you for Declan Rice, of course, because earlier on he was your academy product.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, y'all need to apologize or have some sort of thing for Kai Havertz, man. What did you do to him?
You guys should have patience, bro. Have patience, bro. Have some patience with the boy. It's gonna work out, I guess.
If I can say something, I really, 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 really hope he can find that confidence. I think everybody knows he's a talented kid.
Yeah, I think so.
He can play really well.
Yeah.
I don't think, because I'm having flashbacks of Willian, to be honest with you. I'm looking back to the Willian situation and going man, did we get ourselves into another situation like that?
Well, there's still Jorginho. It's not that bad, is it?
No.
So Chelsea don't always sell you players. And it's just 4 games into the season also.
I didn't say that. You just said that.
No, you said that last season. Not last season, sorry. Last episode. You said we're giving you players with no batteries.
True.
So, I think, what did Gallas do? Did Gallas do Chelsea to Arsenal or Arsenal to Chelsea?
I think he did Arsenal to Chelsea, but maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, it could be.
I can't remember.
Jorginho wasn't that bad.
Jorginho's great.
Yeah.
I mean, there's been good players. My thing is for some reason he seems really low on confidence.
Yeah, I think he should call Bellingham. He should call Jude.
He should call Jude.
He should call Jude Bellingham.
That's your guy, man. He
should call.
That's
Jude.
our guy, because we all love Jude Bellingham. It's hard to hate him, man.
Yeah, he should call Jude.
He's doing good.
Whatever Jude is having, he should have a cup of it.
Yeah, man.
Or maybe
just
bottle.
A little bit of it. Yeah. But that miss from Havertz really made me worry, because I'm in a big game.
Yeah.
Those kind of moments are everything, and if you don't capitalize on those, the moment's gone.
Yeah,
True.
True.
So it made me worry, but at the same time, I know I bantered a little bit last week, and I was like, Kai Havertz is shy Havertz.
It's all right.
But honestly, I really, really hope for the best. As an Arsenal fan and a football fan, you don't want players to go through such long slumps. So the hope is the boy bounces back. We see him score. We see him, do well, and maybe he will end up being that monster of a player that Mikel Arteta wants him
Maybe,
to be,
maybe,
in midfield.
maybe. Well, first off, Ateta keeps starting him.
Mm.
So either Ateta sees him in training and he sees maybe he's working really hard and stuff like that. We don't know.
Yeah.
But Mikel keeps starting him. If he keeps starting him, I'm assuming there's a reason why. So as you say, we hope that he gets back to his best. Not just goals, assists, chances created, and all of that. So we want the best for Havertz. That's actually funny coming from me because I'm not an Arsenal guy, but I'm a football guy, so it's all right. We want the best for Havertz. I just hope he doesn't score against Chelsea.
Hey, you know how football works sometimes.
Yeah, stories. The stories are written in the stars sometimes. If Lampard could score against Chelsea, man,
in the City shirt. Oof.
man, that
yeah.
was hard to take him, bro. Like Frank Lampard scoring against Chelsea, that was hard. But
I think out of any, there's a lot of those out there. Those scoring against former club goals.
Ronaldo did that against United with Real Madrid also, so it's all right.
Van Persie against Arsenal.
Yeah, the Van Persie one.
Adebayor against Arsenal.
Oh,
that was painful.
Now he scored and he ran like the full length of the pitch and he's like,
man. It's okay, man.
You know, he really was looking forward to doing that.
Oh yeah, I forget, to be honest with you, the story behind that. I know I've
Let's just leave it.
Okay.
Yeah,
fine.
Let's not talk about
Fine. It doesn't hurt me, so I'm over. But I do remember that goal, and that was fun.
It's hard to forget. Even if you forget the goal, you don't forget the celebration. Yeah. Because the celebration is actually hard to forget. It just sticks in your mind.
Danny Welbeck against United. Scored that FA Cup goal and then he celebrated. The thing is, you could argue that maybe he didn't celebrate, but some people believe that that was pretty much a celebration. So it's one of those.
It's all right. So moving on in the same game, United's boy, the new boy, the Danish boy.
Oh yes,
he had an opportunity to play.
Yes,
he has the number 11 shirt.
Yes.
What did you think about his time on the pitch?
Yeah, I mean, he looks promising. He looks solid. I mean, it's kind of funny these days. You see clubs paying big money for these really young talents and quite expensive. I mean, Arsenal just sold Balogun to Monaco, and like it's for almost 50 million euros or 50 million pounds, something like that. Yeah, and that's big money for a player who barely started any Premier League games. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I don't even think he started. Maybe I'm wrong. But anyway, I think to me, it seems like clubs are seeing that they need younger talent. You know, they need younger legs running on the field who can work hard on the ball and off the ball. Yeah. Højlund seemed to really show that. I felt like on the pitch he was having those duels with Gabriel and Saliba.
That was good to see, especially Gabriel.
Yeah,
it was good to see. Yeah,
and what was interesting to me was it felt like Saliba and Gabriel were prepared for that.
Makes sense.
I mean they're big guys. They're big defenders.
I didn't feel like Martial in any way challenged them.
Yeah,
I didn't actually feel like Martial had a good game, but that's a different thing. Yeah. Let's not talk about it. Let's focus.
But no, but Højlund, I mean, to be honest with you, again, not a United fan, but it does seem exciting to see this young talent.
Yeah, let's see
how's he gonna do? I don't know. Let's see.
You never know.
But they paid quite a big penny for him. So yeah. What do you think?
I think I think he has great potential. As you've said, he's a young guy, seems to have a lot of strength. Like his duels with Gabriel were good to see, but I think he's also fast. There was a time I think Rashford had the ball, and you could see how fast he was running just to make it running. Yeah. So I think his speed is also something to watch out for. Yeah, I do hope that he and Rashford can form really good partnerships and understand themselves and movements. I think it'll be a good game. Or not a good game, or a good buy. I think he'll be a good buy.
Yeah.
But speaking of strikers, Gabriel Jesus, third goal, the composure to do what he did to Dalo and get that goal, bruh. You guys have a great striker or a good striker. Let me not say great yet. There's still time for him.
No,
to
you can call him great.
There's
You
still time
can-
for
you
him
can
to
say
prove.
great.
Let's stay with good.
Okay.
'Cause for great, you're talking of people like De Lima, that's the R9 and all those kind of guys.
Yeah.
So he's still good. And he's still
Thierry.
young. He has a lot of
Yeah.
time. Yeah. But what do you say? Third goal.
Man, to be honest with you, we talked about Balogun just moments ago, and when we sold Balogun, I'm not sure how many other Arsenal fans felt this way. And feel free to tell us in the comments, Arsenal fans, if you're watching or listening and you have thoughts on this. But I was one of the people who felt like we should have tried to keep Balogun. I felt like he's really talented.
Yeah.
He's really solid. I mean, he scored 20-ish goals, 20 goals, whatever,
As in Ligue 1.
France in Ligue 1 last season. So, seeing how Jesus's injuries had been recently, I was a little worried. But man, when you show up and when you, like you said, just have the composure to pull off a finish like
the
that,
composure and the confidence to do that.
right, against a defender like Dalo, against a goalkeeper like Onana.
Man, whatever Onana is having, I need a glass of that stuff. Now, not in the goalkeeping aspect, in the confidence he has with the ball at his feet.
Yep.
As a goalkeeper.
Yep.
The way he passes the ball and whatever he's having, I need a glass of that stuff.
Maybe him and Havertz need to hang out a little bit and just kind of like share some ideas.
Yeah, but Onana did pull a great save from Saka though.
Oh sure, yeah.
That was a good save.
He had a pretty decent game. To be honest with you, I was a little annoyed by how much time he had on the ball to be able to pick a pass. But it all seemed like for both teams, those are kind of their game plans to allow him to do that, and then for United to just keep trying to do that and see what happens.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, going back to Jesus though, man, I'm really delighted to see him score that goal, get that winning goal. I think that's beautiful for his confidence as well. He needs that. Eddie's been doing all right, but I think the goals give you confidence if you're a striker, right?
Oh yes, they do.
And so you need that to kind of keep going. It's kind of like your fuel, basically.
Yes, they do.
So yeah, to see him score, super happy, man. Excited for him.
I think he had the captain band when he scored that.
He didn't, because I think Odegaard went off.
Is he the vice captain?
I think so. I think there's a group of guys.
So he's one of the guys.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm not sure how that's changed with a few players who've left and everything. I know Odegaard definitely is our club captain.
Yeah.
I think he is vice captain, and I think somebody else is vice. Forget. I should know this.
That's fine.
I know I should know this.
It's all right. Anyway. It's all right.
But hey, before anything, though, shout out Fabio Vieira, man. That boy is killing it. He's coming on as a sub, and he is putting the shift, man. Yeah, I don't know what you think of him, but
good game.
Yeah, he's had an assist. In the last 2 games. Honestly,
good for him.
He had the one against Fulham, and then
he won the penalty.
He won the penalty, and then he had an assist, I believe, when we went 2-1 up. Before they scored the equalizer, of course.
We don't quick one though. In the 88th minute,
yes,
it felt like United had won it.
Oh my goodness, dude!
Whew. How did that make you feel?
I honestly, we watched it together, so I felt like it was offside.
I felt it wasn't. I felt it was. You said he was well offside.
Yes,
and I said if he was offside, it's going to be very tight because
and you were right.
Could see his run. Yeah, you could see his run, the way he curved the run and all. But how did you feel like seeing all the possession and all Arsenal had done throughout the game, and United just nicking it in the 88th minute?
Yeah, man, it's if that were to stand, if that were to be onside, and it would have been a bit devastating, to be honest with you, because I felt like we at least earned the right to take a point away from the game.
Yeah.
I don't think United were
The better team.
the better team
Yeah.
to begin with. Um, at at at, at best, if anything, we were probably equals, but
Mhm.
obviously we scored the winning goals to get the 3 points.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's in that moment, honestly, I was like, oh man, like if this happens, this is ridiculous, you know? But at the same time,
Yeah.
um, if it were to be onside, I kind of wouldn't be surprised because United, I think that was part of their game plan
To play on the
to
counter.
play on the counter,
Yeah.
to have that pace,
Yeah.
to be able to get ahead
Yeah.
and score. You put on Garnacho, man. I mean,
The boy is
he's
fast.
he's the boy is fast. He's talented.
The boy is fast. Yeah.
Thankfully though,
Thank God for VAR.
yes, thank you God for VAR.
VAR. Okay, so Arsenal 3 goals,
3 goals,
but there were 3 people this weekend who all got 3 goals.
dude. Yes, amazing.
What a weekend!
Yeah,
It's like Saturday was hat-trick day.
yes.
So Erling Haaland, City against Fulham 5-2. Haaland got 3 goals. Should we be surprised if Erling Haaland gets a hat-trick?
Yeah, I think we should be probably counting how many hat tricks he will get over the season. That's what somebody said last season when he showed up to the Premier League. They were
Okay.
like, we shouldn't be surprised by a hat trick if he scores it.
Okay.
We should be like counting how many
How
hat
many
tricks he's going to
hat-tricks?
score.
Do we go? You know, he has the record for most goals in the Premier League season now.
Oh, my goodness.
So do we go? Is he going to break the record this season?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
he's-
as we said, the season is just starting.
Yeah.
But Haaland 3 goals against Fulham.
Mm.
They call him the second most dangerous man in South Korea. I don't know who the first is. Let's not talk about it.
Why? I've never heard that before.
Well, some people do call him the second most dangerous man in South Korea. So,
Oh,
Son,
my goodness.
Heung-min Son got 3 goals.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Burnley against Spurs. That was also 5-2. What do you think? He's now the captain
Yeah.
with Harry Kane gone. Do you think he's living up to that responsibility? What do you think?
It seems like it. I haven't watched
Mm.
Spurs games, to be honest with you.
I think I saw their game against Bournemouth. And
Okay.
They're really cool.
Yeah, I mean they have a new manager.
Yeah.
I don't know how to say his last name, to be honest with you.
Yes.
Ange. I think they call his first name is Ange.
Yeah.
So we'll just stick to first name and basis with Ange.
Oh, let's
But-
call him the coach.
The coach. No, he's not my coach. Not my coach.
I just said the coach.
No, he's not even the coach.
It's all right.
This is
Fine. It's
Ange.
all right. Ange is
Ange.
all right. Ange.
I only have one coach.
Yes, boss.
His name is Mikel Arteta.
Yes, boss.
He's not even a coach anymore. He's the manager.
It's all right. It's all right. It's all right.
But no, Ange. I mean, he's had a pretty big impact
Mhm.
coming on, and I think
they're second now on the table. Second or third, I guess.
probably. But I mean, he seems to be doing really well.
Yeah.
I don't know honestly if Son has. You were talking. You mentioned responsibility. I don't know if he has the same responsibility as Harry Kane. He may be playing a slightly different role, but he seems to be providing that leadership
Yeah.
that Spurs need,
Okay.
and they seem to be doing well. So
Okay, good.
yeah, let's see how the season goes.
Yeah, let's see. And also, Evan Ferguson
Yeah,
from
man.
Brighton.
How old
A
is he?
hat-trick. To be honest, I'm not sure, but I don't think he's over 23.
Wow.
I could be wrong, but I don't think
Yeah.
he's over 23.
Yeah.
So he also had a hat-trick
Yeah.
on Saturday against Newcastle.
Against Newcastle. Yeah.
Man, Newcastle, it doesn't seem like they've started really well. But let's focus on the hat-trick, guys.
Yeah.
So Ferguson, another hat-trick for the day. I think he has a good future ahead of him.
Mm.
I hope he continues to do what he does so that he keeps getting playing time. Because I think, who are the other strikers there? Danny Welbeck is there. I don't know if João Pedro is like a center forward, because João Pedro also played that game.
Mm.
But I think Ivan Ferguson is onto big stuff. I think he's onto big stuff.
Yeah.
Speaking about that, the game itself. So last week I did say Brighton were going to win,
That's right.
and they did win.
They did win.
and I think it's good for them. They needed it
Yeah.
after the West Ham loss.
Mm,
But I don't know who needed it more because Newcastle also lost to Liverpool. Remember that
Right.
game? We spoke about it last week.
right.
So I really don't know who needed the win more.
Yeah.
But as it will have, or as football will have it, Brighton got the win.
Yeah.
Do you think Newcastle should be concerned? Should they be worried?
No, man. I mean, you said this last week, and I think this is the fourth game
Yeah,
of
but
the
they've lost
season.
3 or 4. So they won the first game, which I think was against Villa.
Mm,
They've lost the next 3. So they lost to Liverpool, they lost to City, but they've lost to. So they've already played City and Liverpool.
yeah.
So they can actually strike that off now,
Yeah.
in the sense that they can go, okay, till the second legs of these games. We
Yeah.
don't need to play City or Liverpool anymore.
Yeah.
But they've lost to City, they've lost to Liverpool, and now they've lost to Brighton.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Seeing that in perspective,
Mm.
I'm not sure if they need to panic,
Okay.
but they probably do need to look at it and go, okay, yeah, we need to get out of this. I look at their team, to be honest with you, and I really wonder, man, was it right to let Alan Saint Maximin go? You know,
Oof, that's a big question. That's a really big question.
I don't know.
Mm.
This is a difficult one. Even like as I say that, it's a difficult one because he's really fun to watch, man. Like you kind of can't take your eyes off of him once you see him
Yeah.
receive the ball,
Yeah.
and then he does all his little
Oh
moves
yeah, he
and
has all that.
he starts dancing with
He
the
has
ball
all that.
basically.
Yeah.
But he also does make stuff happen as well, you know. And sometimes in games you need that kind of player to make things happen. I think they feel like Anthony Gordon does that a little bit.
Yeah, I think my assumption, I think it's an assumption because I don't work in Newcastle anyway. I think my assumption would be, we have Anthony Gordon, we have Miguel Almiron,
Yeah.
we have Harvey Barnes.
Harvey Barnes.
So I think they feel like, or they should have felt like, we have enough players to cause trouble.
I guess that's true.
Yeah.
You're
so,
right.
And we still have Isak, who's beautiful. When the ball at his
yeah.
feet. The ball at his feet is just beautiful to see.
Good player.
So I think they didn't feel like losing Sam Maximin would be a big thing.
Mm.
And you could argue, and they would say, even if he was here, we might not have won those games anyway. Yeah, but I do hope that they find their feet. I think there are many clubs who actually need this international break, and I think Newcastle is one of them. Eddie Howe needs time to sit with his folks and think through the next couple of games. I think Chelsea also need the international break. Definitely. Let's just keep it like that.
Hey,
Let's keep it that way.
Sure. No, but before we I know we're not talking about Chelsea, but what's going on with the sponsors, man?
I think Chelsea feel like they haven't gotten an offer that is good value. Let me say it that way.
Okay.
I think I read somewhere they got an offer from I think a betting site or something, but they didn't like the offer or something. So I think they're waiting for something that will worth their time, I guess. But I don't have. I could ask Todd. I could call Todd later and ask him.
Todd. Oh yeah. Todd Bowley.
Todd,
Okay.
yeah.
No, because I was gonna say I feel like even the sponsors are having doubts on the project.
You never know, bro. Well, it's still early, so they'll be like, should we sponsor these guys? They've lost 2 games out of 4 already.
Do they have a timeline?
I don't know. I really don't. But I feel like if they do get a sponsor mid-season, they could actually still put it on.
So if they don't get the right kind of deal, Chelsea could potentially be without a main sponsor on the front?
Yeah, they could.
What? You can do that?
There was a time Barcelona didn't have a sponsor.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
When was this?
Years before UNICEF.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I think there was a time Barcelona. I might be wrong, but I think there was a time Barcelona didn't have a sponsor.
Does that affect the club financially? Maybe we need to do
For
more
Chelsea,
research.
yes, it will affect them.
Really?
Oh man, sponsorship's a big money, bro.
They've signed so many players.
They
on
have.
so many long
They have.
contracts.
So some like the average sponsorship for a club like Chelsea, like 35-40 million a year. So that's
Wow.
that's the amount of money that they are missing out on without a sponsor. But let's go back to Newcastle.
Okay.
Focus, bro.
Sure.
Leave Chelsea out
Sorry.
of it.
Sorry.
Leave Chelsea out of this.
Okay.
I know you want to banter me.
That was just the one thing that came to my mind.
I
Sorry.
know
Anyway,
I know you want to
sorry.
banter me. Yeah, we lost at home to Forest. Yeah, it is what it is. But speaking about Newcastle, they're in the Champions League.
Yes.
And the Champions League group stage draws have been done.
Yes.
And they are in Group F.
Yes.
Which I think that's the group to watch.
The group of death.
You could say it that way. You could say it that way. I think it's the group to watch. So Newcastle is there.
Yes.
PSG is there.
Yeah.
Borussia Dortmund is there.
Yeah.
AC Milan is there. What a group, bro.
Yeah, man.
What a group.
You imagine that all those teams should be in the knockout stages or whatever, but
yeah, you would hope so.
But there will be only 2 of those, right? That are gonna make it. So
one of them is gonna play Europa League.
Yeah.
What 2 teams do you think will qualify?
Oh my goodness, dude! I don't even. Whew. So remind me again: PSG, AC Milan,
Newcastle.
Dortmund, and Newcastle.
Yeah.
Okay, you want me to go first?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a game of basically who qualifies, who plays Europa, and who's out. Okay, so I say PSG and AC Milan qualify.
Okay.
Dortmund goes to Europa, and Newcastle go out. I'm sorry. I personally apologize to Newcastle fans if they feel, but it's difficult to pick. But actually, no. Can I change mine?
Bro, it's your opinion. You can change it whenever you want.
Oh my goodness,
it's your opinion.
Okay, I changed my opinion.
Okay,
I go.
Are you scared of the Jordis?
I feel bad because I feel like Newcastle. Actually, you know what? I stand by what I said.
Okay. So you said what you said.
I said what I said.
All right, that's good.
And I'm happy to be wrong. To be honest,
it's all right. I think my opinion doesn't matter in this.
Bro, you gotta share. You just made me step into this. Come on, who's qualifying?
I think PSG will qualify.
Okay.
I'm gonna just throw it in there, and I'll say AC Milan will qualify.
Okay.
No, I think Newcastle might qualify.
Really?
Yeah.
You feel like they have that kind of experience?
I feel like they've been out of the UCL for a while. I hope they want to make a statement. That's my hope.
Yeah.
But it could go either way for them in the sense that they've been out of the UCL for a while, so they don't have UCL experience. So if you look at their squad, how many players in the Newcastle squad have UCL experience? Except someone like maybe Kieran Trippier.
Was Tonali in?
Yeah, Tonali was in the UCL last season with AC Milan. So he has 1 season. Yeah, I think I might be wrong, but at least he has 1 season.
Did Isak have any?
Isak was in, I think, Sociedad somewhere. Okay. Some Spanish team.
Okay.
So I don't know if he has like UCL experience that much. But I know Trippier with Atletico.
True. Yeah.
And I think maybe with Spurs before then. What was the guy? Guimaraes. I think they bought him from Lyon.
Oh, yeah.
So he
probably had experience.
I don't know if Lyon went in Champions League those years when he was there.
Maybe not then.
So I'd go PSG and AC Milan or Newcastle.
Okay. Oh, you.
But those one have been playing UCL consistently. They should know how to do their stuff in the UCL.
Who?
Borussia Dortmund.
True. That's why I kind of wanted to change my.
Yeah, because they play the UCL nearly every year, so they should at least have the experience on getting the job done.
See, that's why that group is gonna be so brutal because all those teams, you feel like they're good teams.
Every game you need to watch that group because there are some groups you go, Yeah, you already know who will qualify.
Shit.
Yeah, but this group. Well, funny enough, we both said PSG. What if PSG do not qualify?
Yeah, and that's football for you.
Yeah.
Like any at the end of the day, anything could happen.
Yeah.
I mean, we saw the World Cup and all the different crazy upsets
Yeah.
that happened, and
Yeah.
anything can happen. It's football,
100%.
right? So,
And it's true because PSG have a new manager in Luis Enrique.
oh, that's right. Yeah,
And I think they've gotten like 9 new players, between 9 to 10, if not 11.
they lost Messi and Neymar.
Yeah, the team is going through, as everybody would say, it's a project, a new project. and all that. I think the word project is thrown around so much in football.
True. These
Yeah.
days, yeah.
So I think that might work for them. That might work against them. You
Mm.
never know. But I think we're looking forward to the UCL, the start of the UCL.
Oh man, yeah.
Your team is in the UCL now.
Especially us, yeah.
Yeah,
Champions
yeah.
League back at the Emirates.
Welcome back.
Yeah,
Welcome
man.
Back. Welcome back.
It's gonna be
Welcome
good.
back.
I
Welcome
miss
back.
those. Well, kind of. It's in our part of the world, as you know, it's very difficult to stay up late and watch all those games.
Yeah.
But it is fun as well.
Oh yes, the UCL.
But I had a lot of nights, as a teenager, watching the games
Yeah.
late at night,
Yeah.
seeing Arsenal win at Bayern Munich. Like,
Bro,
there
bro,
are some sweet games.
bro.
The Barcelona game at home, 2-1, Van Persie.
Mm. And then you went to Barcelona and
then we lost.
But I think one of the ones that I saw that I really think was a good game for you guys was the one against Real Madrid, where Henry scored the solo goal, the Titi's goal. I think that was a great one. But Arsenal, welcome back to the UCL.
It's good to be back.
It's good. I hope you guys stay a little longer. I hope you just don't come in.
Same, bro.
I hope you guys stay a little longer. So Liverpool are in the Europa League.
Oh yeah.
I think Brighton is also in the Europa League. So a whole lot of European football for English clubs this year also.
Well,
don't say that.
Okay.
I won't. Okay, just say.
No, it's okay. I want to be considerate.
Thank you very much.
I know
Thank you.
Difficult.
Yes, it's not an easy time, but I think as Chelsea supporters, we've accepted our fate. Yeah, that this is a time for low expectations. Yeah, we don't have high expectations.
How does that feel, man?
It feels weird.
Yeah.
Especially after the years of having Roman Abramovich.
Yeah.
Where we're always going for every title, but it's a new chapter, I guess, in the Chelsea story. So it's all right.
Hey, bro. I mean, if I can offer any advice from the last few years of being in those situations, you just gotta hang in there. Your love for your club really gets tested at this time, honestly. But I know how much you love Chelsea, so I mean that's not a thing that.
I love the club, but I love football much more.
That's true.
Yeah, and that's why I felt like the Havertz stuff was not a penalty, because I'm a football fan. I'm not an Arsenal guy like you. You are all, oh, it's a penalty. Oh, it's a penalty. Oh, it was not a penalty, bro.
Brother, man, I told you this earlier.
It doesn't matter.
I do not care.
Because you guys won.
We won. We got the goals. We got the 3 points. We made it.
What a nice way to go into the international break.
It honestly, that's like one of the great feelings. And against United too. United's a big team, and they're maturing as well. They're coming up. I mean, it's a great feeling.
Yeah, it's nice. So you have this feeling for 2 weeks because there's no Premier League football next weekend because of the international break. So what are we doing for the international break?
Oh, yes. Well, we are taking a break. We're gonna take a break as well. We feel like we just can use it.
Yeah. Well, if it's an international break, we can as well take a break.
Yeah. But you know what? We'll still have some stuff coming out for you guys. So stay tuned.
Sure.
And stay up to date. I think that's pretty much it, right?
Yeah.
This week, yeah.
Yes, it is.
So thanks so much, guys, for joining us. Thanks for being with us. Let us know in the comments what you thought of the football weekend. What you thought about your favorite teams. If you got to see Arsenal versus United, let us know in the comments what you guys thought.
Yeah.
If there's anything about the Champions League that you saw about the group stages and the groups that have come out, let us know what you think, what you're excited for.
Yeah.
We love hearing from you guys, and as we're saying that, show us some love if you feel like it. If you're enjoying the conversations, give us a like, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your friends.
Yes, please.
If you have a friend who's a football fan, or if you are a football fan, you want to subscribe to this podcast because we're doing this for you guys, and we want to just have these conversations, and we want you guys to be part of the conversations as well, because
Yeah.
football is for everybody. So with that, thanks for being with us. We will see you guys in the next one.
Thank you.